Crypto primed for a blast off. Guys, question everything, trust nothing. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Welcome back, everybody. Debate Crypto. Guys, this is going to be crazy. I mean, I know yesterday's episode was crazy. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Smash those likes if you haven't already. Let's get rocking and rolling. I'm feeling some type of way today, and it's not because of the job market, let me tell you. It's because my boy, Unforgettable Name, in the chat or going on over there, is launching and working on his own NFT project, Hops on Cardano. Go check him out on Twitter if you haven't already. Their Discord opened up today. Make sure you get in there and get all the early alpha, guys. But job report came out today. Not so bueno for the economy, if you know what I mean. They added more jobs, right? So let me just show you here a little bit of what's going on. Where is it? Here we go. Here we are. Let me share my screen. Let's get right into it, guys, because today is going to be one of those days, guys. The U.S. economy adds 336,000 more jobs in September, most since February. They were expecting like about only 177 or something like that, 1,000 jobs. They added way more than expected. But then the question becomes, and there's a very good question, right? The unemployment rate is still holding steady at 3.8, which they were expecting to go down to 3.7, which it did not. Crypto Wendio actually posts a great question here. If I can only find it, here we are. Right? The jobs report is not bullish. How many people haven't been able to find work and were removed from X time, which is how it works, right? If you're unemployed for a certain amount of time, you are removed from unemployment. You're no longer considered to be unemployed because you're not actively looking for a job in their eyes. How many of those jobs pay enough to combat inflation? Not a lot, right? Not a lot at all. How many of those jobs are government jobs? Probably a lot, because all they do is spend, spend, spend. How many of those jobs are their primary source of income? Probably not a lot either. A lot of people have multiple jobs. How many Americans are unable to find jobs that pay above minimum wage? Also, not a lot. Lots of jobs are out there just paying minimum wage. How many new jobs obtained are a secondary source of income? A lot. How many of those jobs are seasonal for the holidays? Also a lot, right? A lot of people are getting hired right now, getting prepared for the seasonal, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then we got Christmas and New Year's. And there's a lot of shopping happening in the next 3 months, right? The next quarter. So that is why we're seeing all this job going up and up and up, when in reality, it's not great. And it's not an actual fix to all the problems in the economy. As well, we're over here with the US Treasury 30-year yield rises to 5%, highest since 2007. No bueno either. No bueno. Guys, I want to jump out into the chat. DJ, what's going on? Unforgettable Name, what's going on? And Green Day Profits. Guys, smash those likes. Let's get it rocking and rolling as I show you here. Also, if you were paying attention to yesterday's stream, keep calm and stack stats, because it's going to be a bumpy ride for the US dollar, maybe. Let me tell you. And one last shout out here to my boy Hops on Cardano by our good friend Unforgettable Name. Go check them out on Twitter. They got some partnerships. If you like beer, if you like drinking, if you like talking some good stuff about beer and crafting and just hanging out with some good guys, check them out. Join their Discord. It just opened up today. This is going to be the next biggest thing out there when it comes to Cardano NFTs and just drinking good old beer. Guys, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is just me talking about a friend that's doing some great work and has a great mission in general for their NFT project and is working their butt off in this bear market to make it happen for you guys. So definitely go check them out and support them on Cardano because we love Cardano here. We love Cardano, and Cardano NFTs are gonna push Cardano to over $3, baby. Let's get it. So we talked about the US economy a little bit here, not looking good, right? Let me show you something that the US economy is going to be doing. Yesterday we spoke about how they were spending $275 billion in one day. Then the following day they spent $33 billion for a grand total of like $308 billion in 2 days, which is keeping us to the rhythm of about almost $1 trillion if we keep going at this rate by the end of the month, which is absolutely not bueno. But you know what else they're going to be doing? That's right. There's $23 million up for grabs as basic income pilots prepare to hand out cash across the United States of America, baby. We're all getting free money. You know where all this free money is going? Crypto. That's what I did. I mean, I never did that. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know what you guys talking about. I don't know what you guys talking about. Basic income trials are rolling out across the United States as government and organizations prepare to hand out millions of dollars with no strings attached. That's how they're going to get you in that CBDC. A new guaranteed income pilot in Sacramento, California, of course, it's always California, is set to disperse a total of $780,000 over the course of a year. The pilot will give $500 per month to 130 families to determine how cash handouts can help people who are struggling to keep a roof over their head and put food on the table. Right? They always get you at the heart. Right? They always get you right here, right here, right. Families, food, starving, roof, and I get it, and I feel for those people. But this handout, this constant giving them money and making them dependent, it helps in the short term, 100%. Right? I know people that are on food stamps. I know people that need the money, they need the help, and it does help. But this amount of just everyone eventually is going to get onto a basic income, uh, situation, just getting free money coming in. Where's this money coming from? Oh, taxpayers. Oh, wait. And then when that's not enough, they just print more. And oh, wait. And then they just make people more dependent on the government. And as more money is being handed out, inflation and prices of goods continue to go up and up and up and up. And guess what? You just became more and more and more dependent on the government, and never your situation is never going to change. So it's one of those things that sounds great. I understand that there's a problem. I understand that there's people that need the help, but in the long term, this is not bueno. This basic universal income for just everyone to be getting handed out cash. I understand this is just a pilot, so it's just 23 million, but this is how it starts. And then it just everyone starts to become dependent on this money. Eventually it goes from no strings attached to strings attached. You know what I mean? And then they have incentives and things that steer you in a certain way, and social credit scores, and the tomatoes and the potatoes all start kicking in. And when the tomatoes and potatoes are kicking in, then you start to realize, hey, that money isn't free. Hey, maybe that wasn't such a great idea, right? But then it's too late. Then it's too late. But somehow, even though the US government is pretty much collapsing, the US government can't keep itself together, right? We got the Federal Reserve over here trying to put out fires, right? This is the Federal Reserve right now. Look at them. This is the fire. This is the economy. And they're just there one bucket at a time. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry, guys. We got this. The soft landing is coming. Here you go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm seeing progress. We're making progress, baby. Let's get it right. That's what's happening in the Federal Reserve. That's what's happening in the U.S. economy. We added $1 trillion of debt to the national debt in 4 months, and right now, at the rate that we're going, we're probably going to add one more trillion. We might hit 34 trillion by the end of this month. It is ridiculous. But you know what else is ridiculous? The fact that we talked about yesterday about how there's just not enough Bitcoin for everyone. There's just not enough Bitcoin for all the millionaires. There's not enough Bitcoin in general. We're coming up to the halving, and guess what? The whales are accumulating. And the more whales accumulate, the less and less Bitcoin there is for you guys, right? We talked about the 1 million wallets of Bitcoin and how the 1 million wallets have one Bitcoin or more. And in reality, the number was a lot smaller. It was somewhere near like 235,000 wallets. Shout out to Invest Answers for all the great information. If you guys didn't check that video out, definitely go check out Invest Answers. He breaks it down amazing, right? Amazing. But let's talk about the Bitcoin whales. Let's talk about the Bitcoin whales here. Bitcoin whales are still in a risk on mode. Why? I wonder why. Well, because the US dollar is the riskiest thing right now. I think not owning any Bitcoin, not owning any crypto is the riskiest thing you can do. I understand crypto's risky. I understand Bitcoin's risky, but it's even riskier in my personal view not owning any crypto and definitely not owning any decent amount of Bitcoin. But let's keep going here. Quant analyst King Young Yu, hope I pronounced that right. Here's what he means. The co-founder and CEO of Crypto Quant, not Quant the crypto, but the company. This is a different company. Says that Bitcoin whales are on risk on mode, signaling a bull market. Wait a minute, bull market, baby. Let's go. I thought, when did we ever leave the bull market? When did we ever leave the bull market? Oh, that's right. When FTX collapsed. Jesus. Crypto analyst Ki Yong Yu tells his 327,800 followers on social media platform X that Bitcoin whales are increasingly active in one key area of the crypto market. Bitcoin whales are still in a risk on mode, sending Bitcoin to derivative exchanges, right? They're sending Bitcoin to derivative exchanges. The analyst chart shows that the interchange flow pulse, an indicator that measures the 1 year cumulative net flows between crypto exchange, Coinbase, and derivative exchanges. When the metric rises, it indicates investors are transferring more Bitcoin from spot to derivative exchanges, which means they are willing to take on more risk. The analyst chart shows that when the indicator increases above the 90-day moving average, the same indicator is as it is now, Bitcoin has been in a bull market. A similar pattern occurred in 2017, 2019 through 2021. When the indicator dips below its 90-day MA, Bitcoin has experienced a bear market. So let's take a look here. We're here. Where is the net inflow 90-day moving average? Is this dotted line. And we, since the beginning of 2023, what it looks like here, we crossed this 90-day flow moving average, and we've been riding on it all the way to the top here. So technically, by this indicator, we've technically started the bull market this year, and it kind of makes sense when you think about it a little bit that way, right? Bitcoin hit its all-time lows in December of 2022 of 15,000, whatever it was. And January of 2023, it was booming, right? It was moving. We hit 20,000, we hit 25,000, and we were moving and grooving in January. Obviously, it's not everything isn't up and to the right forever. Right? We've had ups and downs along the way, but technically, Bitcoin is almost about 100% up from its December lows of 2022. So is it officially the bull market? No, but this indicator is showing that we're moving in that direction. So that is great, amazing news here. Let's see what else they've got over here. The analyst noted in December 22 that he was closely watching the indicator to see if it would cross the 90-day moving average to signal a bull market. What data will change drastically if the bull run starts? Interchange flow pulse. Will a risk on attitude return to the crypto market in 2023? Very interesting. See, flow trend near to change in 2023. This was 2022. We almost hit it, but we didn't. And then we made it happen, though, over here in actually when we finally hit 2023. You see here we had the crossover and then the boom, bang, bang, guys. So this indicator is saying, hey, whales are accumulating. The risk on is good. They are willing to buy and accumulate more Bitcoin than anytime before in the bear market because they understand what's happening with the economy. We are entering a moment in the crypto space where we're going to mature like never before, right? We are entering a place where the US government is in a rocky start, right? The last time when Bitcoin was first created was after the 2008 crash, after the 2008 collapse. And that's where the Bitcoin rise came from. Now we're entering a very similar, or maybe worse in some people's perspective, situation with the U.S. economy and the U.S. dollar. And now Bitcoin has been around for a decent amount of time, not too long, still in its infancy, kind of. It's been around for 14 years, give or take, right? So now Bitcoin has to prove itself. Bitcoin has to prove that this is the time. And I believe that there's a lot of confidence behind that, because if not, why would BlackRock be getting involved with spot ETFs? Why would Grayscale? Why would Fidelity? Why would Coinbase be holding 5% of the entire supply? Why would BlackRock be investing in all the Bitcoin miners, right? Why would more and more mining operations being built, right? We built a mining operation down in Paraguay, right? We've got things going on happening. Yet we seeing the competition from the miner side on how many people are getting involved with mining, and that wouldn't be the case if people weren't believers of Bitcoin versus the US dollar. If you just believed in the US dollar, people would just be accumulating more dollars. But look at the bonds, look at the inverse yield, right? Look at what's been happening. Has anybody? I literally just watched the Big Short yesterday. Once again, great movie. Seen it multiple times, but I like to watch it from time to time again to remember what happened, to remember how fraudulent the system was, how the delinquencies rates were going up and up, but yet the bond value was not reflecting that that was happening, and it actually continued to increase in price instead of dropping. So that being said, it just shows you how crazy the reality of things are in the background, and how manipulated things are, and why there's such a strong belief in Bitcoin. Let me jump here into the chat real quick. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. We got Shumham. I hope I pronounced that right. Hello there. I want to work for you as a thumbnail designer. Shoot us an email, man. Shoot us an email. Chemo and crypto. I can't wait to see the price of Bitcoin in another 15 years. Dude, in 15 years, 15 years from now, we will be in the year what? 2038? 2038? That is going to be a wild time for Bitcoin. I mean, if it's not over $1 million by that time, Bitcoin's failed in my eyes. Bitcoin has failed if it's not over $1 million by that point. Chemo in Crypto says, honestly, what is a decent amount of Bitcoin? Well, that's relative to, how much you're willing to put on in your portfolio. But in the video yesterday, going off the information from the video yesterday, they were mentioning that the average amount of Bitcoin to be above average in the entire Bitcoin world eventually, right? We were talking about becoming a whole coiner yesterday. If you want to have a decent amount would be at least 0.23 Bitcoin. So it's not even a full Bitcoin. It's a little bit less than a quarter of a Bitcoin. 0.23 would put you above the average amount that a person can own in the entire world for Bitcoin. So I will go off that number, 0.23. However many dollars that represents would be a decent amount. I would assume for the long term, based off the information we were covering yesterday. Can you put a link in the video for the Discord? Okay, yeah, let me do that actually for the Hop Cardano. Hoppity hop hop. Where is it? Give me a second here, guys. Smash those likes if you haven't already. Smash those likes. Drop some questions in the chat if you guys have any questions. I'll be willing to cover whatever questions you guys have. Let me find Hop Cardano here. Where are you? Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Coño. All right. There it is, guys. Dropped it in the chat. Make sure you guys go and check it out and join the Discord if you haven't already. So let's move on here with Instagram. And you might be saying, what does Instagram have to do with Bitcoin? Well, they seem to be banning Bitcoin posts, causing new controversy in the community. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, look, to be honest, before we even dive into this, there are a ton of scammers on Instagram. The majority of these posts on Instagram that are talking about Bitcoin are usually scammer accounts. They are people that really they copy other content creators. They create a fake profile when they see that they don't have a profile on Instagram, because a lot of people don't have Instagram profiles. It's just not really crypto. Just I guess isn't that really that big of a thing on Instagram unless you're a scammer. All the accounts that I've run into are very scammer like. There's very few handful of accounts that post real information that are just information for information purposes. Jeez. And there's a few content creators on there that are actually there. They're not actually fake accounts that somebody else is reposting their content and pretending to be them, impersonating them. But there are a ton of impersonators on Instagram, and a ton of fake information and scams, people getting hacked. I have personally have a friend that was literally approached on Instagram. They got a DM, right, from I'm not gonna mention the person's name, but it was a female content creator, right? It was a fake. It was an impersonation, and they were even mentioning about going to meet up in person, and doing all these business deals and getting into all these crypto adventures and stuff like that. And when my friend brought it up to me, I was like, dude, everything on Instagram is a scam when it comes to crypto. Nobody's reaching out to anybody ever about stuff like that, especially not on Instagram. Well, long story short, he eventually showed me who it was. And when I saw who it was, I recognized the real content creator. And I was like, there's no way, right? That's not even the real name. And they were just using their image and their likeness to be able to attract a bunch of people into these scams. So the fact that they're doing some of this, I can understand why. I can understand why. It sucks because obviously freedom of speech, right? But let's jump a little bit higher into this. Instagram bans Bitcoin and crypto posts, raises questions. The Instagram, obviously, the platform explained we restrict certain activities to protect our communities, which I get in this aspect. Most of it is usually a lot of fugazi. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of this either, right? People need to figure it out. I believe in the, you know, survival of the fittest kind of thing. If you're dumb enough to get scammed, that is just the way the world works, right? But I get it. I see what they're doing. I'm not a fan of this. Obviously, Instagram is a dying social media. Instagram is not, Instagram, Facebook, they're not at the peak anymore. TikTok, Twitter, and some other social medias have definitely been taking a lot from them. And Meta definitely has been feeling the pain. And stupid things like this definitely makes the platform even worse. But at the end of the day, Instagram's main focus is definitely not crypto. The communities there are there's not massive crypto communities on Instagram. There just really isn't. There's people that are into crypto that happen to have an Instagram, and they might deal with it a little bit and interact and whatever, but that's just not the main focus. The main focus for social media and crypto is TikTok, YouTube, and definitely Twitter, or X as they call it now, very active for the crypto community. Instagram is just not one of those things. So they're just going to be setting themselves apart even worse and worse with every single minute that goes by. Now, next, we got the top 5 cryptocurrencies with the highest address activity. Activity. Karen says, I call BS on protecting community. I see all sorts of things there that people should be protected from, but crypto isn't one of them. Oh, I agree with you, Karen. I agree with you 100%. There's things on there. Woo, let me tell you. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And Karen knows. So yeah, top 5 cryptocurrencies with the highest address activity. Let's jump right into it. Finbold analyzed the data delivered by Sentiment on October 6th, pinpointing the top 5 digital currencies with boasting the highest daily active addresses within the preceding 30 days. Here's what we discovered: Bitcoin with 1 million daily active addresses in 1 month. Ethereum 423,000, Polygon Matic, let's go, 221,000, Litecoin 218,000, and Bitcoin Cash was 79,000. I'm surprised that Bitcoin Cash is even still alive. And Litecoin's one that's been struggling for sure, but at least they have some ordinals also that have come onto them. They have some privacy. They have something. They got something. They don't got a lot. They're in rough shape, but Bitcoin Cash was not even a great thing back in 2017 or 2018 when it first came out. It was a terrible idea then. It's a terrible idea now. We got Bitcoin. We've got the Lightning Network, which I'm actually going to show you a little something here about the Lightning Network so that you guys can understand when people talk a bunch of smack about the Bitcoins, right? I just want to show you a little proof of concept over here that it's not as bad as people think. And here it is, guys. You guys love talking about, speed and TPS. Well, here it is. Bitcoin Lightning Network, 40 million TPS. Solana, 65,000 TPS. Visa, 24,000 TPS. PayPal, 193. Ethereum, 15 ETPS. Yet they talk a bunch of smack about Bitcoin. But there's things that can fix Bitcoin. Bitcoin Lightning Network is something that's very important. It's been in the works for many years now. They've been talking about Bitcoin Lightning Network since way back in 2018, 2017, right? It's been blowing up in the last couple of years with the Bitcoin conference, with Jack Dorsey building Web 5 on it. And I've been seeing, like I've said before, I've been seeing content creators that used to be big haters of Bitcoin coming around town, and I love it. I love it. I love when people can grow and can figure out and see new information and break out of the tribal mentality and just see things for what they are. Unforgettable name, got a big old bag of XRP. I mean Matic. I hope it's Matic. I don't hope I've XRP, man. XRP, dude. You know how I feel about that thing. You know how I feel about. I'm not even gonna get started on that. Guys, altcoins. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about, basic income pilots happening here in the United States. We're talking about Instagram. We're talking about the US economy. But what about the altcoins, right? What about the altcoins? Are they going to do anything? Are they going to explode in price? Are they going to dump? What's going on here? Delamont Man says, has Lightning Network actually had any TPS in reality? They've actually been used in a lot of parts around the world. They've been used in El Salvador. They've been used in Africa. They've been used in a lot of different places, and they're actually doing a lot. Search up Web 5 if you haven't already. They are building an entire ecosystem on Bitcoin, and a lot of it has to do with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. But let's jump onto the altcoins. Altcoins are primed for extremely explosive gains. I'll take that with a grain of salt, but okay, says Crypto Trader. Here's the timeline. All right, when's the timeline? 2040? Oh, no. I got ahead of myself here. So I closely follow the crypto strategist is predicting when the trading in the altcoin market could begin to surge. Pseudo-anonymous analyst Altcoin Sherpa tells his 200,000 followers on social media platform X that an alt season is likely coming within the months. Either way, I'm eyeing, not dying. I'm eyeing December, January as a strong period for altcoins. Excuse me, guys. And you should too. Strap up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. The trader is closely watching Ethereum against Bitcoin and believes that about a 5% decline in the current value of ETH versus Bitcoin would signal the start of an alt season. ETH is time. The time is coming soon to scale into altcoins. I expect an extremely explosive Q4 or early Q1 as it always has happened, as it always happens. They are arguably the best times of the year to trade. Watch for 0.055 Bitcoin area. And then I expect Ethereum to bounce hard with Bitcoin towards ETH. So he's expecting this to, I can't see anything on this image. So they're expecting me to see that. I cannot. So long story short here, December, January, the Q4 looks like it's going to be the time, right? Bitcoin is trading at that 1613. Well, that's not what Bitcoin is trading at. That's what Ethereum is trading at. Bitcoin is over at about 28,000. We're no, yeah, we just hit 28 and we came back. 28. We're at 28,000, baby, live here on the show. 28,000. If we can overtake this red candle, let me actually jump into the chart. I did not do that at the beginning of the show, but here at the chart, if we can cross over this wick here and we can close the candle out above it, we're going to be creating it, proving that there's an order block here. There's gonna be a nice little move to the upside here. I hope this happens. Like I've been saying, I believe October is going to be a good month for Bitcoin. It's historically a very good month for Bitcoin. It's historically very good for when September is green. October is definitely green. October in all of history of Bitcoin has only been read a handful of times, less than that. And there's only been one time where September was green and October was red. So October's looking good. I believe we can test this quarter three piv. We can hit that 28,900. We can possibly make even a run up to this 30,000 level. I believe we can do that. I think it can happen. It's just a matter of time, matter of patience, and things happening in the market where we get some massive amount of excitement. We're moving right now, 28,016. We're going. We're moving, baby. Let's jump down to the 15-minute chart here. As you guys can see, we have been moving today, right? This was this was today. We got here the reversal at 27,200, been moving up aggressively. I've been going sideways here for the other half of the day, but it looks like now we're finally starting to make a move to the upside. We're crossed out 28,000 once again. Congratulations to everybody on the stream. We're above 28,000, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. So, altcoins primed, ready to rock and roll. Obviously, if Bitcoin pumps and October is green, like I think it will be, we're going to see a good move here. We're also going to be looking into that as we do our show here, Trading Wars. If you guys haven't already seen it, if you haven't heard me talk about it, well, here I will go one more time to talk about it because realistically, it's going to be the largest and biggest thing happening on YouTube that's ever happened. No one's done anything like this. It is a great opportunity for you guys to experience and see something like never before, right? Pumptober, baby. And we're going to be trading this. We're going to be starting on October 16th through for 4 weeks consecutively. These guys are going to be going head to head, battling it out. Team Crusader versus Team Keeper, right? To see who can make the best trades. We're going to be seeing if we're going to see those pumps happen, right? If we see those pumps happening live on stream as these guys are trading, we're going to be seeing these guys make some money. These traders, all the money they make on these trades, they're going to be able to take them home, right? They're not coming on the show for free. They're coming on the show to make money, right? So if you guys want to be a part of it, if you guys want to get involved with this, make sure you jump on over to Trading Wars, sign up. The link is down below in the description of the video. Hit our link, jump on over to ZoomX, open an account, get ready, get excited. And dude, this is going to, like I said, this is going to be the biggest thing. Nobody's done anything like this. This is going to be a completely different show from anyone's ever seen. A live action competition happening with some drama, some tears, some blood and sweat, and we're going to make some money, right? That's all this show is about, making sure that people can improve their skills, trade for real, and not just learn something from these guys as they're trading under pressure, right? They're only going to have basically 4 hours in the entire month to trade. You guys are going to be able to compete against them and trade unlimited all throughout the entire month. And I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek here. I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek here. Here it is, guys. Here's a little prototype sneak peek of the rankings, right? Team A versus Team B, Team Crusader versus Team Keeper, right? The P&Ls for the Trading Wars. And then we got our followers, right? All of you guys that are joining in, we're going to be tracking your P&Ls as well. And we're going to be seeing who's the best among the best over here. And somebody's going to be winning some money. our partner ZoomX will be giving money away to the followers, right? The audience with the highest P&Ls, guys. So get ready, get excited. It's gonna be an amazing show, something that no one's ever done before. We're doing it here. Crypto Steve says he'll trade while he's on vacation. Everybody, how is Keeper going to trade while he's on vacation? Yeah, that's one of those things. He's gonna have to actually come to work, right? Actually, gonna have to come to work for 4 weeks straight before even thinking about going on vacation. And then after the 4 weeks are over and season 1 is done, we're gonna have season 2. We're gonna bring on a new cast of traders to come on and put their skills to the test. And at some point, we're gonna have the returning champions from the different seasons go head to head and compete to see who is the greatest team of traders in YouTube in crypto. So it's going to be very exciting, very fun. If you haven't signed up, go to the link in the description down below and sign up. Get ready. This goes live October 16th. It's a Monday. So this show will be Trading Wars will be replacing our Mondays and Thursday shows where we just do regular TA. We're going to be doing some real life trading, baby. So get ready, guys. And like always, smash those likes. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And remember to question everything, trust nothing. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. See you guys.